morning to vlogmas day 12. Quick check-in. I have 2 sick children at home. I think it's the RSV because they're coughing and a bit hot, so we're testing and keeping all fingers crossed it's not corona, but I don't know, maybe they'll have to miss quite a lot of school this week. And so I need to organize some stuff with their doctor, like paperwork, because my eldest actually had a test today, so then when they have a school test and they miss it, they need a doctor's note, which I think is fair enough because some kids might be calling it sick for the sake of missing the test. And then yeah, anyway, so that's us today. No school run for me. I started watching some vlogmas and then I realized I had to do all these things before going to the library. So I wanted to show you. I've added the next color and filmed it a little bit. It's this, oh, sorry, straw brushes. It's this orange that was dyed with madder by Francie. Thank you, Francie. I really love that you added something that you actually plant dyed yourself. And look, I'm adding this orangey red mohair and holding it double. So I split the little yarn ball that Francie gifted me from stash rent day number 4, I think. Yeah, I split it into 2, adding mohair to give it the kind of DK thickness. It's so much fun. Like, look, I mean, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, the 9th color. And after the 12th color, which I should be knitting today, but I'm slightly behind. I'm taking this to the library and I'm going to knit on this, so maybe I'll catch up. Who knows? Yeah, after the 12th stripe, you split for front and back and the 2 sides of the vest. So then I'll have shorter distances. I'll be splitting in my skeins. This is a very manageable Advent knit, thanks to the decay weight. Yeah, I'm enjoying it very much. And this dark red will be reoccurring on day 8 or 9. You would have seen me unwrap this, which is the same yarn but slightly lighter. So maybe I can add this mohair to it, and then I'll have this for the ribbing, and I'll try and make this burgundy red last for the ribbing, and it's going to be playfully red. Like the thread through it is red. I'm hoping to cast on a second project because I realized Francie has been so generous with me that I can knit something else. I'm hoping to cast that on tonight when I'm cozied up after editing this vlogmas episode number 12. The other thing that I need to do today is actually run errands for a December event, so I'm gonna have to yeah, I'm gonna have to make it work around my eldest and youngest being homesick. I hope they can look after each other. I've already added some vitamins to their systems with the smoothie. Making a herbal tea now with honey. Oh, I have to get honey. I only have syrup. But I've got like an elderflower syrup, which is also meant to be really good against cold. They need to have all the vitamin C they can get. I might make some kurkuma tea for me and my partner. It's something that we started, we had a run of it a while back, but we restarted in August after seeing my friend in London. And Mimi, my friend Mimi, does this, and she has a yellow juice every morning. In my Eat Right cookbook, they call it, I think, kurkuma tea, but it's like a kurkuma juice infusion. You basically make kurkuma, ginger, garlic shots in a way and keep it in the fridge, and then you add hot water every morning. You have like a pint, like a big mug of that, and I think we should have that to make sure both us adults stay healthy. My middle son had been given the amazing Dragoni, the dragon sweater, yesterday by me, and I have mended some holes in the ribbing, and I will need to do the sleeves. He still says he wants the red stripe. I think we should just take it out, but he really wants to keep it, so I can't mend that in the red. It's like completely frazzled. But anyway, this sweater is so loved. They wanted to go to school and wear it today, so I spent a little night shift fixing all the ribbing. I did a little darn and a little just kind of securing the holes in this red part, because I was worried it'll just kind of rip off because it's very fragile. I don't know, maybe it's been to the dry cleaner too much or something, because they use chemicals. I'm gonna make sure I bathe it and freeze it and I bake it, which is a new thing I learned against moths, that you can bake your knitwear. Wool is fine with that, as long, you know, non-superwash wool especially. I'm going to take the label out and bake it in the oven to make sure this is not a moth problem and we're not importing it. So that's what's going to happen tonight. So those are the 3 things for me today: library, the Dragoni sweater, moth bake, and well, knitting, stash went, and then the 4th one is some errands. I'm not going to take the camera out because it was out of battery a minute ago. That's why I'm like also suspicious it's going to cut me out any moment. I'm going to just charge that here. I might film on my phone, but I've been having technical issues removing or shifting things from my phone into the editing program, because Apple gives you a hurdle. You have to go through the Photos app on my computer, which is basically glitching. Like every time I record vlogmas on my phone, some nice like commutes and stuff like that, I have a hard time importing them into my files. So my idea for this week is to use the camera and maybe do voice notes on my phone, which works. And then yeah, so this time no commute film. I'm not gonna cycle, although I felt like it yesterday. I'm gonna take the tram and I'm gonna go there and back and do the errands on the way back. I know what's due. I'm not gonna have that as a present. I know it's a work thing, so it's a 2023 work investment is to get a laptop and have this editing thing fixed, because I also need that for my zine making, and this is ridiculous, honestly. But I love it. I love making vlogmas for you, and I love that we sat together yesterday. You would have seen that in the opening, that yeah, I filmed us sitting down at this kind of premiere thing, which I'm gonna try and do every Sunday as a little Advent thing. So 4th of Advent, around 8:30, we can sit together again, and I'll edit the last 2 days together into one vlog, so it's a bit longer, about half an hour, and we can sit together and chat alongside. You would have seen in the footage I kind of filmed, scrolled the chat. I love that we kind of have that possibility, and yeah, that you joined me. That was really cute, and well, it was fun. it was a dinner at the computer for me because of timings. I made toad in the hole and pear cut off, and I really like potatoes that have been boiled in their skin, and then I just peel them hot, and kind of keeps more energy in the spud. I think it's a good thing, very German thing. And I made a beet salad with feta cheese, and I roasted some carrots, honey glazed them kind of later on whilst baking. And yeah, toad in the hole is like a Dutch baby with sausage, and yeah, so that was the main thing. Oh, and I quickly fried some green peppers. You kind of char them and then add a lot of salt. It's really nice as a side. So that was our Sunday meal. I'm glad I got it together, but sadly it was like finished at 8:15, and then at 8:30 we were sat watching Vlogmas together. So I hardly knitted. I was like eating and typing. Sorry, but I love it. I do it for fun. It's not like, you know, maybe it's a bit unhealthy, but it's also because I like it.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and me, we're meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. You and me, meant to be